Today is day one of being human. Really on this journey to figuring out what really into what humanness is. And it started in my sacred space. I'm really not loving my morning practice right now. I always feel like when I get to a place where I'm in resistance to it, because I'm such a spiritual being, that it's time to move on. Like I've outgrown it and it's time for something new. So I've been really working with devotion. Like, what is devotion? What does it mean? And what to be devoted? And how do I connect to source every day without making it feel like work? Because I was guided very clearly that life is not about work. It's about play and fun and joy and love. A raven just flew over. Yesterday, a hummingbird flew into my window. Like, boom, went into a tree. I was like, oh, I guess this is my transformation letting me know. It's sitting on the head. That was why I decided to create this channel. Anyway, I'm here in the sea. I live in a magical place in San Cristóbal, Mexico, which is about 3 hours from Guatemala in the state of Chiapas. It is the southernmost state of Mexico. It is known for the indigenous. It's probably one of the largest, probably the second largest indigenous community to Oaxaca. And there's an energy here that's transformational. And so when I was sitting in my sacred space this morning, the fire went out. And I thought, okay, what do I want to do? And I thought, I just really felt like going outside, which it's cold in the mornings here. It goes down into the 50s at night. So I put on my sweatpants, my down coat, my summer down coat, and my boots, because it rained all night. And it was kind of beautiful and green and moist. And I put on my boots and I came down to my secret garden. I have to give you guys a tour. It's so freaking magical. And right now I'm sitting here and this is my view. I don't know if I can turn it around. I'll put a picture in the video when I cut it. I have a view of San Cristóbal and the surrounding mountains because we live in a little valley. Because Chiapas is really, really hot, but San Cristóbal is not. I'm giving you way more about San Cristóbal than I'm doing, so let's get back to that. So as I was walking down through my yard, it rained most of the night and everything was so green and so lush. And the door to the secret garden was open. And all you could see were more trees and more green. And I came down, I put up my chair, and I just sat here. I started talking to the fairies because there's fairies here at my house. And I was guided to connect with them. And it didn't take long. It's only been about 3 days and we're already connecting. And I just sat here and I just started crying in gratitude because this life that I live, I never knew it was possible. But even more than that, I never knew it was a life I even wanted. I didn't. I didn't know what I wanted. I just knew I wanted. I've been searching to leave the United States since I was a teenager. I always felt like there was a better way to live. You know, that the hustle, the bustle, the productivity, the push, the grind. It wasn't the way I wanted to live my life. I even knew that at a young age, but it took me till I was 60 to leave. Talk about stubborn and resistant to change. That's me. But anyway, today I cried and I felt the most profound gratitude for everything in my life, for this journey that I'm on, for my connection to source, for the prosperity and love that I've had in my life, for the life I've had, for the life I have now, and for the life I'm creating. Just this bursting of love and light. And I sent energy to the city and ultimately to the world, to hope. I send hope and I send love to all those that are suffering, that all those that don't know that there's more, for all those that really believe that they're stuck. And I said to you, my love, you're not stuck. You're just in a sacred pause, waiting for your guidance for your next step. And I invite you to Go out into the gardens of wherever you live, some green space, and just connect. I'm going to take my shoes off and have them in the mud here. And I think this is going to be my new morning practice. I think I found it. I think what I realized this morning is that devotion is doing whatever brings your vibration up, the frequency of the divine. Whatever it is. It could be dancing. It could be yoga. It could be having sex. I don't know what it is for you. For me, it's sitting here in this magical space. I can't tell you how I feel this in my body. My heart is bursting open. It's just, the solar plexus is feeling really expanded. I just feel this expansion and this vibration, this really high frequency vibration. That's what being human is for me today. Tell me what being human is for you today.